Spintown, guys. I'm here with another map maker interview, and this time I'm going to interview Tim. He is the maker of Pandemonium and about 90 other levels that you guys are probably familiar with or might be familiar with in the future if they ever get put in the rotation. But he's designed a shit ton of maps, and he's also a map dev for OCTC. So Tim, thanks for being here.
Hi guys.
Now, my co-host for the day is unfortunately Javier. I couldn't really get anybody, good.
Better than him.
Yeah, it's a last-minute type of thing. So we'll have to make do with what we got.
Leave?
Javier,
Okay. See you later.
Javier, thanks for being here, though. I appreciate it, since it is last minute. Now, Pandemonium is a level I asked Tim to bring up because this is like Jack, aka 8-Bit Hero's favorite map, and it's one of my favorite maps as well. We play this whenever it comes up. Now, first thing I gotta ask is there any tips or secrets about this level that would make me better?
There are, actually.
Awesome, perfect. Okay, this video might not go public if this is a good tip.
Well, it's not a great tip, though. It's just a secret area. Well, I'm on yellow, so if I need to show you, maybe I'll join. Can you join yellow, maybe?
Yeah, I could do that. Let me go hub and I'll come back in as yellow. That's not a problem. I usually don't join yellow because I'm like partly colorblind, and yellow and green teams I can't tell apart.
Okay.
So if I die a lot to the green team, that's why. So where you at? I'm on yellow now.
Sure. Well, I actually got lost. I'm on the red side now, but I'm gonna die and join you at the spawn soon.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I just jumped up. Are you here? Yes.
Yes.
Right, so this way. If we get there.
Are you using a nickname?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What's your nickname here? Or do you want to say?
I'm just right behind you, so I forgot what it is. This is me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for your other names. I was like, he's here. He says I can't find him.
Right, over here, and going up.
Oh shit!
Wait, where are you guys? Can't find you.
There we go.
Wait, actually no, not going up. Going side here. I forgot.
Side? Okay.
Here.
Okay.
In the house, pressure plate, and this.
That's cool. What's
So
in
go
there?
ahead.
That's where they got that before. I've run into people with that before, and I didn't know where they got it. That's awesome.
Yep. And then just going out, same stuff, pressure plate.
Ha. That's pretty cool. I see when I find out these things, it's good for the video, but I also kind of want to keep it a secret. Okay, I'm dead now. That's typical.
It really is the only one here to know, I guess.
Okay. Well, when you made this level, what kind of inspired this one? Or was there any inspiration? Was it just...
Well, there was. There used to be a map on OCTC that, well, at the time when I made this map, was ditched and forgotten by everyone. It's Babylon.
Oh, yeah, I remember playing that when I first started playing OCTC.
Yeah.
It's in the rotation now.
It is, yeah. It was recently brought back. So at the time I made this map, Babylon was forgotten and nobody, well, people knew about it, of course, but it was not being played much anymore. And I wanted to kind of renew the concept a little bit and try to do my own spin on it. So I made it much larger and also for Team TDM. So that's the result, I guess.
See, and there's obviously the similarities, of course, with the 4 teams like Babylon has, and you kind of fly into the level. But I definitely say I like this level better, simply because there is more room to run. I like levels where you can, if you're getting your ass kicked, you have the opportunity to retreat. And some parts of Babylon, it's just felt too closed in. I mean, once you got hit, you were stuck.
Yeah, it's quite clustered.
So, and also I like the fact that you keep your pearls. That's pretty cool. You don't have to use it to get into the level.
Yeah, I think there's just a design decision they had made with Babylon not to give pearls in the map, since it was already quite clustered and didn't want people running around and disappearing, etc. So,
okay,
but here I don't mind because it's quite large, so it's good.
Okay, well I have a question. It's not really about this level, but since you brought up Babylon, there's a little I don't know if it's a glitch or if this is meant to happen, but you can get like endless ender pearls on that level if you want them. Are you allowed to like sit there, like throw your ender pearl on the ground, pick up another one through that gate, and then pick them back up, and then you have two?
It used to be the issue, and that's also a part of the reason why it was removed. It was fixed, I believe, now.
It is not fixed, unfortunately, if that's supposed to be fixed, because I've played it recently and noticed that, and that's why I'm asking.
It is supposed to be fixed then. At least it's supposed to be.
Might want to bring that up with the other map devs, because it's
Sure.
still a problem.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, now, since Babylon inspired this, do you normally get inspired by other levels, or is there like
not really
other
no
process?
This is one of the only map that I was where I was inspired by something to make it.
So how do you get your ideas then?
Usually I just I don't know, just it sounds very stupid. We just start throwing things around, and then you get a picture, and then you start just rotate around, and then you get two sides, and then it's a map.
You see, that's kind of how I build. I don't build a whole lot anymore, but when I do, it's like I start building and it turns into something. I don't know what I'm building until like a lot of times it's done.
Yeah. Most of the time, I don't really have a clear idea what I'm making. I'm just, a monkey playing with blocks.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'm just gonna let this guy kill me so I can go look at my questions here. You guys will see in the video I totally didn't let him kill me. He just did it. Okay, now how did you get into map making, and how did you kind of discover Overcast Network?
I got into map making just by, I'm not sure, boredom, I guess. My very first map is Northern Mount 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now 1 because there's been a number 2 since then, but so yeah, Northern Mount. And I made that during my holidays in the mountains in southern France. So
clear
I was like,
then.
yeah, clear inspiration. I always loved mountains, so I just thought, what about starting building one? And at the time, there wasn't yet King of the Hill, so sadly, that map couldn't be played how it was intended to.
Mm-hmm.
But it made it to the rotations nonetheless, just being a simple TDM.
So, did you know that King of the Hill matches were coming when you were making that, or not?
I knew it used to exist. I knew it would come back someday, but it was not clear when. And in the end, it took like a year and a half before to come back. So.
Okay, so how did you find the Overcast Network originally? How'd you end up here?
I don't actually remember. I think. Wait. Oh yes, I do. It's who's that guy again? Seth Blink, I think, who made the. Is it Seth Blink who made a video in November of 2.5 years ago?
I don't remember. I know he's played on this a little bit because he's got like 1,000-some kills, but I don't think he's played recently, so I don't know.
It must be him or some other YouTubers. Yeah, that played on. I forgot the name of the map. It was a horrible map to play on. Actually, I hate that map, but yeah, he was playing on that, streaming that, and then I just joined and found it cool and stayed here.
See, the Camping Rusher is actually the one who showed me this. Him and a friend of mine named Turtle. After we got done playing Camping Rusher and Turtle in some walls little match we had going, they brought us over here, and they were like, if you ever want to just like get better at PvP, this is the server basically to play on. So that's how I ended up here.
We are very good at PvP right now because our team is losing by so much.
Hey, we have an excuse. We're like distracted. This is hitting people and killing them is secondary right now for me. I'm getting slaughtered because of it. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to take a quick break there. Now, I was about to ask you if you like to collaborate when you make maps, or if you like to do everything yourself.
I don't really like to work with others collaborating. Yeah, usually I'll do everything alone. It's just easier to, make decisions and basically have whatever you want it to be become this. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're a control freak.
Probably. No, I've done collaborations before. I've done that, but
it's just not what you prefer to do.
It just always sometimes end up in endless discussions about why we should do this, why we should not do that, and it's just makes lose time, and it's not comfortable to be in. So.
Yeah, I mean, you make like 90 maps in like 3-year period. You can't afford to have all that wasted time. But yeah, that makes sense. I get that. It would be a little more time consuming if you had to sit there and like double check and like make sure everybody's okay with whatever decision you're going with.
Plus, since I'm in quite an odd time zone, I guess most people that would like to collaborate or that I could collaborate with are in a completely opposite time zone, so it's much harder to find times together and be there at the same time, etc.
Okay. Now, of all the maps that you've made, what would you say is the one you're the most proud of?
I have no idea really, since they're all pretty. They're all right, I guess.
They're all his babies. He loves them all equally.
Equally, yes, right. I guess lately it would be Ouroboros.
Okay.
I don't know.
And why is that?
Because it's probably. I mean, it's quite a new concept. I don't know if you've played it.
I don't know if I've played that one or not.
It's a 4-team capture the wall map.
Is that the one where it's a big circle?
Yeah, the one where you can only go clockwise.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet, but I saw. I think you guys may have been testing it or something.
Yeah.
I saw it up once and I was looking at it and I thought it was a cool concept. I usually don't play Capture the Wolves a whole lot, so I didn't play it at that time.
Okay. So yeah, that's the one because it's quite new and well, not everybody gets it because it's clockwise and you cannot go the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it interesting.
Yeah, I thought it'd be really cool, but since I really suck at Capture the Wool, I also thought, my instant thought was since you can only go in one direction, is this going to be really hard and I'm not going to be good enough to do that. But okay, so I asked this question to the other guys I interviewed too, is what map do you like the most that you had nothing to do with?
I quite like Battle of Tenjin.
Oh,
Thank
Javier, that's
you.
one of the ones you like, yeah.
Yeah, Battle of Tenjin 1. The number 2 is okay, but I prefer the 1 still. And the third one I made it, so it's another question.
Yeah, Javier's complained multiple times to me that map is not in the rotation. So, yeah, I knew he liked that one. So, let's see. I'll go back to my list and hopefully I don't die again. Now, when you're making your maps for OCTC, what programs or mods or whatever do you use to make your levels? What tools do you use?
Well, I think it's the classics, really. World Edit and that other voxel one, and NBT editors, etc. The classic things, I guess.
Now, do you have any like advice for other map makers who maybe not all that, I guess, familiar with the process? Any tips you want to share if you're trying to just get started?
I think it will be exactly like, because I've seen your video with Joker. Probably be the same advice, is just never give up, really. Because I've seen, as a developer, also I get to watch people's map and decide whether they are worth spending my time on or not to make them work. And I see a lot of people who just make like 3, 4, 5 maps and then who give up, basically. And I mean, I get it's a lot of work. I get it's a lot of time, but it's all right. Even if after 5 maps you still haven't made a good one, it's all right. Just continue. Don't give up. That's the best you can do until you get one that pops out. Really, it's a hard position to be in. I was in that position at the beginning as well, and as you were saying, I've got like about 90 maps and. That's what it takes. You gotta continue.
Yeah, I see a lot of people complain in the forums that my map isn't getting used and stuff like that. And I kind of understand how they're coming from because you're right, it is a tough spot because making even a couple levels for a different game, I know how time consuming it is, and if I went through the process of making those two levels and neither one was used, I would have probably quit after that. It's like, no,
It's true.
okay, this was not worth my time.
But maybe something that differentiates me at the time I started from making maps is that I was making maps mostly because I like building, not because I wanted them to be played. Of course, I was very happy, and I'm still very happy whenever one of my maps can be played. But I really also just love building. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, well, from past interviews and not even just interviews, but other map makers I've talked to, they say a lot of times the feedback is like the most rewarding and the worst thing about being a map maker. It's like because people are not afraid to give you the negatives, but at the same time, when they give that positive feedback, it's like the best thing. So, how do you take the feedback usually? Is it something you stress about when a new level comes up that you made, or just how do you go about it?
I probably used to stress about it. The thing is, as a developer, I kind of moved on from that since I don't really. I mean, of course, we all need feedback at some point, but if somebody says they don't like my map, I'm probably able to see why by myself. I guess. I mean, most of the time, and I will do what I can to update it and make it better. So I used to, because lots of people give you feedback, but they only give you feedback like, yeah, it's great, good job, and that's it. So it doesn't really help you either. So negative feedback can be tough to take in, but you get used to it with time, really.
Okay, has there been like a level where you completely agreed or disagreed with the community? Like, okay, I guess disagreeing would be the better question. Like, the community loved a level that you made, but you didn't really care for that one as much, or they absolutely hated a level and you're like, nah, you guys are all stupid. This level's awesome.
It happens all the time, I guess. I mean, for different questions. It's I can't remember exactly right now, but I know that there is a map, for example, the fourth law. I don't know if you've played that one. A few people liked it. It got added in rotations, and then turns out that most regulars, I guess, didn't like it because it was too easy to cap the walls, and we have some very hardcore players who like to have very hardcore maps to play on. So, yeah, I guess that wasn't really my objective when I made this. Was actually my objective when I made the fourth floor was just to have TNT on the CTW. It didn't really work out, so I took off the TNT in later versions.
See, I've seen that in the community. How you mentioned, some of the OCT's community, they're really hardcore and they don't like any of the levels that would be considered easier objective levels, and they got to remember there's people like me who just suck at PvP. You got to give us a chance once in a while. You can't have every level be insanely hard, or you don't have a community anymore. You just have a few dozen guys that get on there and kick each other's ass all day.
Yeah, so it's a tough questions that we often have to answer as devs. It's like, who are we aiming to attract in the server? Do we want to have casual players? Do we want to have hardcore players? And we need to find a balance between the maps that we put up for both communities.
Yeah.
Because of course we need both communities. We don't want to get rid of anyone.
Oh yeah. And I think you guys do a really good job with that, because you have the tournaments there for the people who are really into the competition and stuff like that. For me, I'm more of a casual player. I mean, I play a lot, but I haven't even considered getting into the tournaments and stuff because, number one, I'm not that great of a PvPer, and I don't have that many other people that are friends that are all that hardcore about like the competition. They like to play, but they're more casual as well.
Yeah, I think you need a good bunch of friends if you want to be good at tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's also one very easy way to get angry at people and become enemies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had experience with that over at Mindcade. I used to be a GM over there, and me and Javier, we were involved in the tournaments there and stuff like that. And you can't have a tournament without controversy and without people cheating or accusing people of cheating and DDoSing, all that stuff. So it can be a pain.
Yeah.
So let me see here. We might be running out of questions. I think I got a few more, but we're almost done. Okay. Now, of all your levels you've made that have went public on the servers and have been in the rotations, looking back, what's one thing you wish you could change about a level that you haven't because the community likes it? Is there anything like that?
I guess there used to be, but again, I'm kind of in a special position since I'm also a dev. That means that anything I regret about my past levels, I have the ability to change it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite lucky on that side. So I guess if you look at the list of all the maps, it's like the oldest ones. I probably wish I could improve them, but I don't have the time to. Really, the only problem I face nowadays is the time, because I wish I had so much more time to fix everything I need to fix, and I don't. So, yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for the map making part of the interview. But I also noticed you make music when I looked at your Twitter profile.
Yep, I used to.
Used to. Okay. Well, you know how to make music, and you have an account where you posted some music of yours. Now, I asked earlier if you allowed people to use your music from your account for videos and stuff like that, and you said as long as they ask permission, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I would suggest that if you want to check out some cool music, go to Tim's SoundCloud and give it a listen. I'll put a link in the video description below. And why did you stop making music, may I ask?
Well, it was a thing I did during my high school and during my university years a bit, and then after that, just life catches up, and you gotta find a job, you gotta move out, you gotta I changed countries since I moved a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a piano here, and in the end, I really didn't use it much because of work and Minecraft, etc. So I just stopped playing for a while, and then when you stop playing, you lose habits, you lose the touch, kind of. So nowadays, I really don't really play anymore.
Now, were you self-taught, or do you have any training for the piano? Or
Well, I did about 12 years of studies of piano in a music school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm lucky enough to have a musician mother, so professional.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's about it. Javier, do you have anything to add?
So, out of all the different game modes that are available, which one's your favorite? Core, Wool, Deathmatch, what do you got?
If I had a better ping, I guess I would love Rage. But I don't. So, not Rage then. I pretty like the latest Capture the Flag game mode that we just released. It's pretty cool and it's still very new. There's lots of things to do with it. Yeah, probably Capture the Flag right now.
All right. Well, Javier, I was going to make fun of you by saying, "Oh, thanks again for your contributions, Javier. I got what I expected, but you actually contributed, and now I can't make fun of you." Thanks for ruining the ending of the video. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Is there any other questions, Javier? Because that was actually a good question.
No, that's it. One and done.
Well, that's perfect timing because, okay, I think Minecraft is about to glitch out. It's like freezing on me every now and then. So thanks for being here, Tim. I appreciate you agreeing to be my third interview in this series, and hopefully there's not such a long break between interviews next time. And Javier, thanks again for being co-host, especially this late in the night. For me, it's 3 a.m. For Javier, it's not that late, but it's still pretty late for you. What is it, 1 now o'clock? 1 o'clock?
Midnight.
It's midnight? Okay, yeah, 3 hours.
For me, it's 3 p.m., so it's like completely different times.
Yeah, well,
yeah, nice.
You're the most important person in this video, so we gotta, make sure we do it when you're ready.
It's okay. It's nice talking about maps. I always enjoy talking about maps, so no problem.
Okay. Well, again, thank you, and thanks for everybody for watching. Please go check out his music. And do you have anything else you want to promote at the end of the video, like any YouTube channel or just a website of any kind?
It's all right. It's all right. As long as keep coming, keep playing OCTC. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's a great community, guys. It's a lot
Yeah.
better than some of the minigame communities I've been a part of in the past. It's a little bit more mature, and the staff is a lot more professional. That's for sure. So.
Suck up.
Yeah.
Suck up.
Thank you for that.
All right, but anyways, thanks again, guys,
Thanks, everyone.
and I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching today's Mapmaker interview. I hope to have another one of these done in the near future. My next video is going to be uploaded on April 20th, and it's going to be a brand new music video. And just to make things even better, I'm going to give away a free Minecon ticket. So make sure you subscribe and watch out for that next video.